press this button. Hello, welcome to the live stream. Thanks everybody for joining me. I've got a whole bunch of people in a Zoom call, and I'm going to bring that up on screen right now. Me plus Zoom. Let's see if this works. How does that look? Does that work? I think that worked all right. Yes, thumbs up. All right. So once again, thank you guys for helping me with this. This is not a regular live stream. I'm just testing something out. As some of you may know, I'm releasing a new program, and as part of that program, next Thursday, I'm offering basically a kind of a meet and greet or like a live event, and this is the way I want to do it. Because some people said they'd like to join by Zoom, and some people said they'd like to join by YouTube Live. So I thought I'll do both and combine them. And then at the end, okay, I just kind of stuttered there for a second because this is not unlisted. This is anybody can join this YouTube Live. But when I do the event next week, it's going to be an unlisted YouTube Live. I'm just going to send the link to everybody who buys the course, basically. And then if it works, the idea will be that's how we're going to meet monthly, right? Because that includes 6 months of meeting. So if this works, and it looks like it's working all right, I guess the size of the window is all right, eh? If anybody wants to unmute themselves in, wait, no. Yeah, if anybody wants to unmute themselves in the Zoom call, I can test to see if that works.
How's this sound?
Great, I can hear you, Mike. I don't know if people in YouTube land can or not. Anybody, did everybody hear? I guess the people in YouTube, if you guys could let me know, maybe, wait now. Yeah, if somebody can let me know if you can hear Mike talking.
Hello, this is Mike talking. Hello.
That Belgian guy says very quiet. Okay.
Very quiet. Okay.
Hello, everyone.
Oh, most people are saying no. Now, what do I have to do? Barely. Okay, so,
Barely hear
Maybe
me.
your speaker or your microphone's not close enough or something.
yeah, I could, yeah.
Let me look at my Zoom settings. Maybe I've got it turned down too low.
Yeah,
No,
or,
no, I don't think it's you. I think it's Rob's side where it's the microphone maybe isn't connected to or close enough to his.
okay.
But Rob, you probably muted yourself. Didn't you just say that if we've got both on, one of them has to be muted or we'll get screeches?
Right. Yeah, so I'm not muted. I've got my this mic here selected, and my video for this meeting. I've got my now. Oh yeah, now that's something else that ChatGPT suggested. I select my Ecamm virtual live camera like that, so you guys can also see. But I don't know if that's. Do you guys think that's useful or probably not? Eh?
No,
No. Okay.
for me, no.
Yeah, no, I agree. That's probably just leave that on me there. Okay, yeah, so I think, yeah, because I'm looking at my sound levels and it doesn't have any of the Zoom guests coming in.
Is my level still really low? I'm seeing a good level here on Zoom.
Yeah, no, I hear you fine. I hear you fine, Mike, and everybody else who has spoken so far, I hear fine, but I don't think the people in on YouTube can hear.
I just played it back on the live. We can hear it on the YouTube, but it is low. It's like the microphone's far away from the computer or something. That's the sound I get. But I do hear everybody talking. It's just really low.
Okay, perfect. That's helpful.
There's the delay.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, a delay when you're listening on YouTube.
Yes.
Oh, I heard that. I heard myself through through the meeting. Yeah. So, yeah, you should probably. Okay, no, you were listening on YouTube just to see if this was working. But yeah. Oh no, that's not picking up everything. My window should be resized a little bit, I think. Maybe I should have it like that. There. That's interesting. Okay. Now this whole pre-order now overlay, that's not going to be there. I can make that disappear. That won't be there when I do these calls normally. Oh, Len says, I think I'm now unmuted. Okay. Oh, that's right. There's a chat in here too. Holy cow! This is going to be confusing. There's a Zoom chat, and yeah, I should probably not use the Zoom chat because there's another chat going in, like the YouTube chat. Let's see now. I'm wondering how to test that audio. See, I don't have a way to adjust the levels of the Zoom audio in Ecamm Live. It appears YouTube is soft, not loud enough. Yeah. Okay, now let me just try the scene switching. So if I wanted to demonstrate, so let's say somebody in Zoom asked me a question and they can ask it, then I would switch over to my screen like this so I can demonstrate. Switch back. Yeah, not loud enough. The only way I can think of, no, let me try, there is one thing else I can try. I've got this thing called loopback audio. I wonder if that's going to, select a speaker, loopback audio. I'm going to try something. I'm going to click something. We'll see what happens. Okay, now maybe can somebody try to say something in the Zoom? No, now I don't even hear it.
I'm on an Android cell phone on
There we
Zoom.
go.
Yeah, me too. I'm also on an Android cell phone.
Okay, that loopback audio didn't work because I could no longer hear you myself. Yeah. Yeah, did somebody, you know what? I'm pretty much a Zoom newbie. I started using Zoom less than a year ago, and it's when I started offering coaching. And I've only ever done one-on-one Zoom calls. This is my first multiple person Zoom call. So that's why things are a little bit rough around the edges for me. I'm not that familiar with all the things you can do in Zoom. Like, I believe there's something called raise your hand. Somebody want to tell me what that's all about?
Sure. If you look at the bottom, I've done a lot of groups, Rob.
Okay.
On Zoom. That's how I pivoted my business with COVID.
Okay.
And it depends on whether you're on a PC, on the phone, or on a Mac. So
Yeah.
Maybe because you're on a Mac, you might want to get someone here who works with Mac to say where all the controls are. For me, they're at the bottom.
Yeah, I've got them along the bottom.
Yeah. So you'll see a raised hand in about the middle.
It's on the react button.
Oh, okay, I see react. Yeah.
And then you do lower hand or raise hand.
Oh, here we go. Recognize hand gestures. That was not checked, so I just checked it.
So 4 of us have put our hands up so that you can see us in the screen.
Oh, yes.
Right.
5, 6 of us.
Yeah, yeah, awesome. I can see that. And then what's the idea? I just say, Darlene, you go ahead and say something. Is that?
Yeah, I'll lower my hand and then I'll talk to you. And I'll move inside your screen somewhere.
Yeah.
While I'm talking. But if I kept my hand up, I would stay in the position, wherever position I was in. But if I lower it, I will move around the screen a little bit.
Oh, yes.
For me.
Okay.
But you
It's
will
just
have
like
my
being in
attention.
school, Rob.
Yes, it's very much being like in school. Okay.
Well, it is. If you raise your hand and the teacher calls on you, that's what's going on here.
Okay. All right, perfect. Let's see now. People are kind of moving. Lewis, you have your hand up. Oh, and your mic is on mute.
Mute yourself, Lewis.
Unmute. There we go. Is that better?
Yes, I can hear you just fine.
Excellent, excellent. Thanks. Yeah, no, that's perfect. Yeah, that's how it works. Looks like it.
Perfect. And Marius, is that how I say your name?
Yeah, that's correct, Rob. You got it. Marius, actually.
Marius.
Glad to be here.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you very much. And Len, you've got your hand up.
Just to show you I can do it.
Okay.
I don't have a question.
All right. And
I'll lower my hand.
And yeah, whoever, so the grid, there's 3 wide. Yep, sorry, Mike.
Oh, it was me, Linda. I'm sorry, my camera's not working. Otherwise, I would love to say hello to everybody.
Okay.
You'll see on Zoom, there's quite a few other features as well that you might want to take a look at separately. Like there's a lot of tutorials that you can enhance. Like you could have, you as a host could center, so it's just one person you're talking, like you decide to do an interview or something.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different features, and there's also the one where there's reactions. You see the heart react button? If you click on it,
yeah,
you'll see a whole bunch where people might, like I could do my clapping hand, or somebody says something and we agree, we might want to put a heart in there.
Oh, yes.
You see the cats that
right.
doing. Anyway, so that's another way to interact with people.
Perfect.
How that works with YouTube, though, is interesting. I'm not quite sure how the two will go together.
Yeah, yeah, and that's so I'm using Ecamm Live to stream this to YouTube. Ecamm Live, I'm on a Mac, and it's Mac software. And what I've done is I've created a scenes. So the scene you're looking at now is my camera up in the upper left, and then a window that is basically the Zoom window that I have on another monitor. That's the way I've set it up. Now, I don't necessarily have to put myself in the corner. I could instead, I can delete this, and no, if I delete it, it's gone. Actually, I can just hide it. I can hide it here, and then I can stretch this out to fill this. No, I don't want to do it that way. Let's see now.
Just so you know, for those of us on Zoom, at least me,
yeah,
you are. We don't see it the way you just described it.
Oh, okay.
You're just a bunch of. We're all equal boxes, but each person can set it up themselves. For me, it's up in the top right. You'll see view with a little grid.
Right.
And they'll say if we wanted you, whoever's speaking kind of goes large, and everyone else stays small in a strip either beside or above, depending on how you set it up.
Right. Okay. Okay. And that's great. I guess that's great for if it was just Zoom. And I guess the idea is whenever I run a meeting like this, I'm going to basically stream it through YouTube unlisted so that anybody I send the link to can participate. And then, but also anybody who gets the link can go back and watch it later. So whatever YouTube sees, and actually the way I could probably show that is here with my phone. So that's, no, that's not going to work because I had to take it off the Zoom. Anyways, that's my Zoom. That is what I'm capturing that and then putting it in here. And then when I press, yeah, of course. No, I'm trying to do too many things at once. But yeah, the bottom line is I want the YouTube broadcast to basically have, I'd like to be able to show who's talking. I'd like to be able to show that there's a bunch of people in here. And then people can interact in the chat. Now, I have to apologize to the people who are joining in on the YouTube chat. There's 60 people there.
Wow.
And yeah, I've been ignoring the chat, the YouTube chat. So yeah, I can see how this, now when there's probably not going to be 60 people in the event next week or in the monthly events going forward. So this is a little bit different. But it's interesting anyways. I will have to figure out the audio because in YouTube they are telling me that audio is an issue. They're not hearing when you guys talk in the Zoom meeting.
Can you double check with them now? Because some of them said they moved over to a different device. Could you check with your YouTube crowd and say, how is the sound now?
Okay. YouTube crowd, can you hear the participants in the Zoom meeting when they speak? And now you guys can go ahead and start talking.
Still not good, Matt says.
Yeah.
You need the paid version of Zoom. Do you have the paid version of Zoom?
I do. I have the paid version of Zoom. The pro version of Ecamm, still low. I can hear them, but very, very low volume. Okay. Yeah, it's, I think there's another way to do this. Like if I had launched, you know what? If I had launched this Zoom meeting from within Ecamm, because Ecamm has Zoom for Ecamm integration, had I launched the Zoom meeting from within Ecamm, I bet you it would have worked. And the only way I can try that is if I close out this meeting and relaunch it from within Zoom.
Would
So
you have to give us a different link in order to do that? Because I'm willing to leave and come back.
Yes. Yes, if he closes this chat, he's going to have to give us a new link.
really,
Are you sure about that?
yeah,
No, I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure.
No, when I run groups, sometimes I'm not even there, and they can still come into the link.
yeah.
Just chat amongst themselves before I even get on.
So when I open the Zoom option to launch a meeting from within Ecamm, this meeting is an option. I don't think it goes away right away. So I should be able to select it again, so the link will stay the same.
We can switch over.
All right, so let me try that. I'm going to close this Zoom meeting, and then I'll relaunch it within 60 seconds.
So you want us to click on the same link that you sent us in the email to come back in?
Yes.
Okay.
You don't think we?
Actually, you may be able to.
Stay here?
Yeah, you may be able to just stay there.
Yeah, I'll stay.
All right.
I won't leave. I'll just stay here.
All right. Be back shortly.
Okay, I'm very comfortable.
Okay, I'm still live, by the way. Sorry. Yeah, you guys in YouTube land are still here. So I am just relaunching this meeting, and we'll see what happens. Let me and Zoom. So that's the wrong window. Okay, we got participants coming in here. Admit all. Hello. Admit.
Hi.
Admit all.
Hello.
You know what? I've got Zoom guests popping up here now on the audio meter, so I think the audio is working now. The only thing that isn't is I've got to select.
Rob, I had to re-sign in.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah,
I did as
I didn't
well.
remain on, even though I tried to remain on. I had to click the link again, but the link worked. The same link worked, and that's good news.
Okay. Now I'm just trying to figure out how to get you guys to show up. So I think much better audio now is what the YouTube land is saying. So we've got the audio figured out. Now I just have to figure out the screen overlay. Me and Zoom, that's not showing anything right now.
I am loving being part of your experiment here.
I appreciate it.
Me
I appreciate
too.
it.
You're,
Thanks,
you're
guys.
teaching us. You're teaching us so much, and you're not even like we're all learning together. I love this.
Melissa,
fun.
you look so familiar. Why do you look so familiar?
Zoom
I
guests.
don't know. I don't even have a YouTube channel yet, so I'm not
Really?
sure.
Okay, maybe you just look like somebody else.
Maybe.
There's an influencer on YouTube that teaches YouTube content strategy. And boy, you look like that person. So that's what I thought. I thought maybe you were that person.
Is she famous? Does she have a lot of followers?
Yes.
I've seen
Well,
her
then
too, yeah.
Then
Yes.
maybe I'll just be just like her when I grow up.
I think Rob knows who I'm talking about, but I can't remember her name.
Sorry, who's that, Len?
Friends.
Who is it, Len?
A YouTube content guru who
That
I
looks
think
like
you
Melissa.
know. It's a female, but I can't remember her name.
Are you talking
She
about
looks
Alexis
like
or
Melissa.
Oh, Steckley? What's her name? Karen, not Karen. Katie Steckley.
Katie Steckley?
Alexa Serranoya?
Alexa is from Finland,
Yes.
well, from the States,
Yes, that's who I'm thinking of.
but Alexa.
That's
Oh
it.
yeah, I did know because I was just on a live call with her yesterday, and I was looking at her and we both have the same type of glasses and brown hair, so I definitely see what you're saying.
All right now.
So is hearing us okay now?
They are hearing you fine. They're not seeing you. Sorry, I just got quiet. I'm just trying to figure out the overlay. The audio is fixed. So now I think there is a special way to add a Zoom overlay, and it's not jumping out at me.
Linda, you're our expert. What should he do?
I don't know that I'm an expert because I've never done the hybrid, but I want to do it. So I'm very excited to be here to learn.
Well,
for the YouTube side, I'm not sure.
Is it a virtual camera, Rob, in Ecamm?
It is. Well, see, normally I can just select an overlay, right? An overlay and select part of a screen. Usually, like when I normally share my full screen, I do it like this, so you guys aren't seeing. Oh yeah, you are seeing it because I have. Yeah. Admit.
Can you do screen share inside of Zoom? Do you have to do screen share inside of Zoom, or no?
No. Zoom, I'm thinking, is just going to run on its own and just going to be something else I can bring into my stream. And so right now I am showing my website, this monitor. Now I can press to go back to just me, and then me plus Zoom is showing a blank screen. And that's, now let me screen share. Edit the screen share. I have to pick the display, or, oh wait, here we go. Ecamm, no, not Ecamm. Zoom, where are you?
Yeah, just share the entire display.
Yeah, I mean, I could share the whole display, but then, I mean, it's a big display. It's a 32-inch monitor, and I've got like 6 windows on it. So if I did that, no, wrong display.
What had you done before?
There, see, Zoom has disappeared. It's supposed to be here. I see it right here. That's what's interesting.
Try Alt-Tab, Rob. You should be able to switch between the apps. If you Alt-Tab, you should find a Zoom.
I'm on a Mac. I don't have Alt. Option? Option tab. No.
Probably a control then. I don't know.
This is great, Rob. You are crowdsourcing.
Yes, I am crowdsourcing.
Very, very intelligent group, present company excluded, but you're going to get this. You got a lot of smart people helping you out.
Absolutely. This is awesome.
And we're super patient while you work through whatever diddly bops you got to do back there.
This is a little bit abnormal. Normally I can work in silence and I don't have 100 people looking at like, what are you doing? No, do it this way. so might be a little bit of pressure added here.
Yes.
I do have one question. So you're on a Mac. I'm also on a Mac. So when you do the 3 fingers on the mouse pad, do you have more than one like desktop open right now?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I just tried to do that and
okay.
and I don't. Yeah, that's a shortcut I always forget about because I don't usually use my MacBook keyboard. I have another keyboard down here. I've only been a Mac user for
Can you
about
set
2
up
years.
an overlay that's just got the Zoom app instead of your screen? Just do the Zoom app in an overlay?
Yeah, see, that's what it's not letting me do. And I think it's because I'm supposed to be able to select it another way. Like I can select and display any of you guys, I believe. If I can go assign to placeholder. No, just no. Yeah, I've just got to play with this for a little bit.
I'm shocked you haven't used ChatGPT yet.
Somebody,
I have it open.
Someone in YouTube is suggesting that you have too many chiefs in the screen, directing you. If you could choose one person on YouTube and one person on Zoom to help you. And Marius came out and said, try something, but he looks like he's an Android as opposed to. So I think it's a command tab instead of the one that he originally said. Are you on a PC, Marius?
Yeah, I'm on PC, but I'm on Windows, not Android.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
yeah,
I'm sorry. You're right.
no
And
worries.
Rob is on an Apple device. So
Yeah.
somebody said command on the Apple.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
when I
think
go
it's
Command
command.
Tab,
Yeah.
it does bring up all of my apps that I have open, and Zoom is one of them. And when I select it, nothing happens. It still shows as blank here, even though I know it's open. I'm looking at you guys right here in the meeting.
But Rob, can I just say something? I think
Yeah.
there are some streaming apps like Streamlabs and StreamYard
Yeah.
that you can, just stream and go live and have guests inside the app. You don't need Zoom to go live on the YouTube stream, if that makes sense.
Yes, it does. And I can do that with Ecamm. I can have up to 10, I believe, people join me. I can just provide a link and they can join an Ecamm. And I know I've been involved in ones on StreamYard where they do that as well. I just thought Zoom would be easier because then, like, who knows how many people this could grow to in the future, how many people might want to, like right now, I think, we have 12 in the Zoom call right now, and I would only be able to have 10 if I just did that within Ecamm. But I hear what you're saying. More options. Here we go. Zoom to app windows. Okay, include desktop. You know what? Did that do it? No. Activate system audio capture. Green screen overlay. No. Okay. You know what? I don't know. Was it Len that had the idea? I'm going to ask ChatGPT. I have launched, actually, just so people can, let me just do this. I'll bring this down here. I have launched Zoom from within Ecamm, but don't see Zoom as an overlay source. See what we get here. Good move. ChatGPT is always so nice to me. Good move. Instead, it treats Zoom participants as camera sources and audio sources. Yeah, I can bring each one of you in. Okay, to see your Zoom guests in Ecamm, open the camera switcher, bottom right in Ecamm. Camera switcher. Yeah. All sources. You should see a source called Zoom Meeting. No, I don't.
Tell her you don't have that. ChatGPT will tell you what to try next. I don't have that in the right corner.
I don't see. Yeah, I don't see. Zoom integrations installed. Yes. Ecamm's top menu bar. Go to Window and Zoom. Window and Zoom. Where'd that go? Window. Zoom. Yeah, okay. Do you see the Zoom control panel? Yes. Zoom running in Ecamm mode. You need to launch Zoom from within Ecamm. I did that. Ecamm, camera switcher, add Zoom meeting, should open Zoom. Oh, if you opened Zoom separately, Ecamm won't link it as a camera source. So if I close, okay, I hope I don't lose you guys. Zoom must be the desktop client, not the web. That's correct. I'm using the desktop client. Ecamm only hooks into the desktop app. Check camera switcher again. Camera switcher. Okay. If you can't get Zoom to show the camera source, fall back to your overlay screen share of Zoom. No. My overlay. Oh, I can't type. ChatGPT says, okay, deep breath. This usually happens if Zoom is running inside Ecamm integration mode and you're trying to capture it as a window at the same time. Ecamm blocks that to avoid conflicts. Here's what you can do right now. Stick with Zoom integration, recommended. Forget about the overlay method. Ecamm, go to camera switcher, add Zoom meeting. Okay, no, I don't see that. Camera switcher. In your camera switcher, select yourself for one side. Here we go. It just says if you want the whole gallery, you need to keep Zoom running separately and bring it in as a screen share. Integration doesn't yet. Okay, so you know what I'll do? Can't believe I didn't even think about this. I'm just going to bring this down here. No, it's invisible. It's invisible. Trying to... This doesn't make sense. Let me switch the display. No.
The Belgium guy is asking if it's something in your privacy setting.
I don't know. Oh, admit. I keep missing. Sorry, guys. Every once in a while, I'll look at the Zoom meeting and it says, "Do you want to admit this person?" So, if I'm late admitting you, I apologize. Okay, where did...
This is where you bring in an assistant or name someone in each stream to be your spokesperson or helper.
Yes, actually, that's a good idea. All right. The Zoom.
Greg is saying that he's hoping to incorporate Zoom in his, and this is a really good learning opportunity right here watching you.
Perfect.
Best way to learn.
Yes.
I'm
Belgian
currently
guy
at work,
really.
and I do a help desk, so sorry for no help, Rob.
Oh, no worries.
Well, I look forward to finding out how you solved this, Rob, but unfortunately I have to leave for another Zoom. So
No
all the
worries.
best, everybody.
No worries.
See
Thank
you
you
next
very
time.
much. Thank you very much for participating. This is great. Enjoy your other Zoom meeting. Okay, force gallery view. Quit Zoom and Ecamm fully. Oh, I don't want to do that. Relaunch Zoom outside Ecamm. Normal desktop app. Okay, no, but with that problem, nobody could hear you guys. The Belgian guy says, I think it's baked in. I'm IT. Yeah, it's basically telling me that Ecamm owns Zoom right now. Owns my Zoom. So it's like Zoom doesn't exist on my computer, even though I can see it. Ecamm's got control of it. Now, what I can do is I can start displaying individual people who are in the Zoom, but that's not really what I was hoping to do. I was hoping to show that, you know, there's a bunch of people in here. Now, another way I could do that is just with my phone.
That's
And
what I was
there-
thinking. I was thinking that Ecamm was blocking Zoom because it worked before, but nobody couldn't hear us.
Yeah, that's right. So yeah, I could do something like that, but you know, that's and then put myself in the corner. And if I did that, if I go back to me plus Zoom, if I copy this and then go back to the iPhone one and paste, I mean, that's an alternative, I suppose, but that's not what I was hoping to be able to do. Yeah, or an over-the-shoulder kind of thing with the tripod. No, now it's too far away. Okay, all right. I'm not sure we're getting anywhere, but this is good. We're learning what doesn't work. Put this back up here again. Whoa, okay, that went full screen.
Rob, you said you was engineering, right? Was it engineer?
Yes.
Okay, so you know a lot about problem solving.
Yeah, it's been 20 years since I've been an engineer, but yeah, I've been an internet computer guy, I guess, longer than I was an engineer.
Hey, those skills never leave you.
Put this down here.
Are you planning to showcase people who are asking questions on Zoom? Is that what is your ultimate, to have YouTubers just doing comments and Zoom people on live?
That was an option. So yeah, and if that's the case, then I could do that. Like I could, if
Just showcase me. You can hit the 3 buttons at the top of my picture, or the 3 buttons at the top of your Zoom, and just do speaker instead of gallery, and then I would come up when I'm speaking.
Okay, so in Zoom I go speaker. Yeah, okay.
And then when I'm speaking, I should come up to the forefront of your screen.
Yes, and you do.
It's a bit delayed probably in YouTube, but
yeah, maybe
that's how, if you want to really showcase someone, hey, everybody, I'm Darlene from British Columbia, Canada, and I have a question, Rob.
Yeah.
I don't today, but you know, this is, I'm just making it up.
Camera switcher. So select. All right. How do I? Okay. How do I display a guest in a Zoom guest? Okay, and I'm going to change that view back to gallery. In camera switcher. If I just select one,
Someone is asking,
Hmm?
hey Rob, forgive me if you answered this already, but why don't you just live stream directly from Zoom in YouTube chat?
I hadn't thought of that. Live stream directly from Zoom.
I believe there is a feature to do that. I just have never tried it, but I want to learn how to. But
yeah,
there is a way to do that. You can ask ChatGPT, how would you live stream into YouTube using Zoom?
Would there be a plugin from Zoom or?
Oh, it's automatically inside the system, I believe.
yeah, and it must. Yeah, and I must be able to live stream to a an unlisted. Yeah, no, I can look into that. I think that would be more involved. I feel like I'm close in what I'm looking at here. This camera switcher thing is tripping me up. In camera switcher, I see all the Zoom guests. Oh, I'll admit somebody. There we go. I see all the Zoom guests. Actually, my video, I should change that to back to the cam link. There we go. I see all the Zoom guests. I don't know how to get them on eCam.
Someone in the chat has a suggestion, Rob.
Yeah?
The Belgian guy. Can you look in Zoom desktop app settings, share screen, advanced?
Zoom.
Zoom desktop app settings, share screen, advanced.
Okay, I'm looking for the settings.
Then share screen, advanced.
Okay, here's settings. Yeah. Share screen. Yeah. Window size, maintain current size. When I share, choose advanced. Okay, there's advanced. Screen capture mode is on auto. Use Mac System Picker for screen sharing. Oh, wait now. Camera. Okay, I've got, Darlene, I've got you on the screen. Shape. Now, if I select, can I just click?
Gallery, if you hit gallery instead of speaker, up on the top right of your Zoom, you might get everybody there.
No, gallery is selected. No, I just brought you in from on eCam, and I think
You're live.
yeah, video source. Oh, video source. Here we go.
And damn, I don't dance. Shit.
Okay, there's Barb.
Go ahead, dance, Barb. You can do it.
So I can select. Okay. iPhone desk view? No, don't want that.
So your guy, Spin the Compass guy in YouTube, is saying, I do think my solution would be a quick fix for today, but someone can read it out during the Zoom call. So above that, Spin is saying, what is Spin? Join through the browser and drag it into the session and use the audio from Ecamm.
Okay, I understand that. So let's...
Do you need to end this group again and us coming back in?
I don't think so. I should just be able to join the Zoom meeting.
Join through the browser and drag it into the session and use the audio from Ecamm.
Okay.
You're welcome, Spin. Somebody's reading it out for you.
Yes, thank you. Oh, it's asking me to download the app or join using the app. I don't want to do that.
Belgian guy says enable show Zoom windows during screen share. I don't know.
No, I don't want to do that.
I don't remember the last time I had this much fun. It's riveting. I am still really happy to be here while you sort through it, though.
I really appreciate you guys sticking with me through this. There's still 58 people in YouTube watching me try to figure this out.
Wow.
Super fans.
That's right.
Super fans. Those of us who know nothing like to watch other people fail first, and then we take notes.
This way.
58 people with no life, she says.
Okay, I don't want this to be a video source, so we'll close that. And we will add join with browser at the bottom of that window. No way, is it that easy? Continue with, we're getting close. Do you want people to see you in the meeting? No, not me the second time. So I'll say continue without. Continue without my mic, 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 without my mic.
We got the audio, 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 we
Is that
That's
fixed?
like being back in the 60s.
Got us all in the dance mood now.
currently a host. So wait now. No. Stay as a participant. View. Gallery view. You know what? This might work. This will work. I have 2
I
copies
think
of
it's
this.
working. You got it. Well done.
I think this might have worked. Let me just think now. I know it is working, but does the audio still work?
I can hear you.
Yeah, it looks like the audio is working.
I hear you fine.
You know
Ask
what? I'm going to
YouTube
take a
if you
quick
can
little
hear me.
drink here and exhale because we're getting somewhere.
Cheers.
Yes, cheers. I wish there was something
We
a
have
little
a dock
stronger
party
in that. Okay, so yes, that was ingenious. Whoever said that, thank you. I think it might have been Spin the Compass. I nominate
Yes.
myself to become moderator for this solution. LOL. Absolutely. Yeah, so I have
So what
to
did you
join.
end up doing, Rob?
Sorry, what's that?
What did you end up doing?
Yeah, I don't see it yet on YouTube myself, but I can
I
refresh
don't either.
YouTube.
What I ended up doing was I joined this meeting from within my browser. Okay, so the first time I joined, I've got the desktop app running, and that's what the Ecamm is connected to and talking with. So I joined it again from my browser, but then it was kind of doubling up my audio, and that's why the sound went all crazy. So I had to mute my audio on that one.
Can everybody on YouTube hear the Zoomers now?
Great question.
The
YouTubers,
Zoomers.
can you hear
I like
the
that
Zoomers?
term.
I'm a boomer, but I'm actually a Zoomer.
Yeah, they
The
can hear
Zoomer
us.
today.
Yep, they can hear you.
Zoomer boomer.
Awesome. Now I'm going to try one more thing, and this won't break it. But what I want to do now is add I want to try to just capture just that window, so that I could I suppose I could just resize this. No, not like that.
Play around, do what you need to do, because that's what we're here for.
Yeah.
Yep, we're here for you.
Interesting enough, we all going live now,
That's
by
right.
the way.
If you're fine with that, stay on camera.
Now, I can keep that up here. I just got to clean some things up here.
Stay tuned for Barb's best dance move. Up next. I could entertain people while we're waiting, but it's too distracting for Rob.
Okay, screen
So he
share.
has a cat. He's used to it.
Yes,
That's right.
interrupting.
Show Google
Where's
Chrome.
Peanut?
Do you see your avatar on that screen, Rob? It says connecting to audio underneath your picture
I'm not sure where to look.
on the web browser. On the web browser.
Yeah. I want to remove myself from that, but no, I don't see it. It doesn't say anything. Oh, way down here. It says
Yeah,
video with
you've
a
come
line
in
through
as
it.
another. Yeah,
It's asking me if I want to join audio, but I don't want to here.
yeah.
Meeting is now streaming live on a custom streaming service. All right. Shape automatic or yeah, automatic. And if I hide that, it goes away. Okay. Shape custom. Why is it way down like that? No, that's okay. Let's just delete that. So I could do that. So that's full screen. That's showing my full screen. But what I wanted to be able to do was also then share my screen, right? And you're now on the screen. I was going to share, like if somebody asked me a question, how do I do this in YouTube Studio? Well, then I could show YouTube Studio. But right now that screen is being used for this. So I just have to figure out how to, wait, if I switch scenes to my screen.
If you're on a different monitor, you could bring it up. Could you not? Because you can share it from Zoom. You can share a screen from Zoom.
Admit. Sorry, I didn't quite understand that.
So right now you can share at the bottom right, a bottom green button. You can share a screen inside Zoom.
Yes.
And if you were on the second monitor with YouTube, wouldn't you be able to do that? I'm not sure exactly what you were.
Yeah. Yeah. My issue is the monitor that I want to be able to share. I don't want to be able to share my big monitor because that's where I've got all kinds of. It's almost like it's like the holding area. It's where the actual Zoom meeting is right now. It's almost like I want to reverse these. If I move this up here, I want to be able to capture that. I know we're close. We're close. Screen share. Okay, where'd my ChatGPT go? Bring this up here. Okay, I have the Zoom meeting running in a browser as well, and that worked. But I want to put that on another monitor and just share that window. Move Zoom to the second monitor, yeah. Put it in gallery view, which it is. Resize the window so that participant tiles fill as much space, yeah. Use screen share overlay. I think we're getting somewhere.
Do you want me to read what Spin the Compass said?
Sure.
He said, Rob, make sure you exit out of the prompt that says join audio by computer so that it allows the participants to be viewed completely.
Thank you. I just did that. Perfect. I think this is going to work. Put my camera above that. I can put it over here now. Oh, this is going to work beautifully. Yeah, we're getting there. Now it's just resizing windows.
All of my fellow Zoomers are looking beautiful, except Jennifer. She's a little off camera right now, but
Thank you. Hey, it's a beautiful Friday.
I think, and now, all right, so that is, okay, I did that all in me plus, so I'm going to rename this scene, me plus Zoom. And change the other, so now I'm going to switch scenes to me plus the screen, and that's already set up, yeah. No.
Gail says, you're so awesome for doing this, Rob. And Rob's going to say, Gail, you're awesome for hanging in here and being part of this beta testing that he's doing.
Thank you for answering for me because you got that answer perfect. Yes, you're
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
Okay, so that is that. Now I think I have my buttons reversed. Yeah, so I'll bring this up so you guys can see what I'm doing here now. The me plus Zoom, I have to select me plus Zoom. So now I'm just basically setting this up on the Stream Deck. So now I should be able to cycle between me and Zoom, me and the screen. Now, the only other thing, I guess that doesn't matter too much. I was just wondering if I can get rid of the header of Google Chrome, but I think that we can live with that. If only there was a way I could just like screen, like, anyway, like trim this, you know what I mean? Like trim it, and there may be a way, but I think this is fine.
What do you want to do about the delay?
Oh, what delay?
Well, when you're on Zoom, we hear you in real time, but then it takes a few minutes on the live YouTube, but maybe I came into it a little bit delayed.
Yeah, no, I don't think we can fix that. So one of the things I figured out before I came on is that if you want to watch like the Zoom chat, then you should mute the Zoom. Sorry, you should mute your YouTube audio, right? And just don't. You can even pop out the chat, right? You can pop out the chat in YouTube, and you know, minimize the YouTube video or whatever. But you're going to want to watch the Zoom video if you want to see what's going on YouTube. I suppose that's when I could change my video to the eCam live virtual cam like this. You see what I mean? Like that way, as I'm, you know, talking or whatever, I want to share the screen, I'll press that. So now I'm sharing the screen. Now you guys could see the screen. Yeah, so I see what you're saying, though. That might not be as ideal as if you were watching it on YouTube.
We on Zoom might have to put you on speaker in order to see your screen better.
Oh, yes. Then I would be made larger for, yeah, and that's controlled by each individual, I guess, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay, and I could, what happens if I put, oh no, that's not going to work. No.
Somebody says there's always going to be a delay between streaming and the time it plays back on YouTube, so.
Yeah, and that's, I figured that as well. Because there, yeah. So like when I'm watching my YouTube studio, when I do a live stream, so I can share my screen, so you can see. So this is my YouTube studio. This is what I see when I'm streaming. I never pay attention to the actual video. Here, I can move myself out of the way. I never pay attention to the actual video in the top left corner because it is very much delayed. Sometimes by 10 or more seconds. The longer my stream, the more delay there seems to be. So, yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think of this? Do you think this is kind of too clunky? Or so again, the idea is to do something like this, a little more polished, next week when I do the private event. I was going to do it as a unlisted YouTube live stream that I would send everybody the link to the day before and probably an hour before, and then they could join, and then I would put that link in some kind of an archive somewhere where members can go and watch it back, or if you missed it, see it that way. But then somebody pointed out to me it would be really cool if we could, join by Zoom. So that's what got me thinking about this. What are your thoughts on this? What do you think is the best way to run something like this?
Well, I think if you're going to have a really large audience, that you wouldn't mind bringing 5 or 10 or 15 people out to speak or something like that. I don't know exactly what your format and your meeting will be, but
Yeah.
I think it will be really great. I would do another trial run if it were me, but I'm old and I'm like, okay, this was clunky, but it was you setting it up.
Yeah.
So then I might have asked if people would be open to meeting again just to run something nefarious through.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rob, you have the pro version or the paid version of Zoom, right? Otherwise, I think there's a restriction on participant number. Does somebody know what
A thousand people.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
So
there won't
it
be.
should be.
Yeah, I do have the paid version, and there won't be that. I mean, I think right now we're getting close to 20, so there'll probably be more than that by the time next week rolls around. But it's not going to be over 100, let's say. And then, but then if I do this, I'm going to do this once a month for at least 6 months, and then if it all goes well, my idea was anytime I come out with something new that I want to include a group coaching aspect to it, or a group live Q&A or something like that, that I would run it this way if we think it's going to work out all right. But yeah, no, I agree with what you said, Darlene. I think another test might be. I think I want to go back to the drawing board and just kind of ask a few more questions and see how else this could be done. But maybe this is just going to be fine. What I do notice is that I have hardly been able to watch the YouTube chat at all, like I normally do. Actually, let's do this. Yeah, I can still bring up comments because it's running through Ecamm Live. No delay on YouTube itself, and the mouths are in sync viewing it from the live stream on YouTube. Perfect. And everybody's in sync when I'm watching on YouTube on Zoom. Both copies of Zoom that I'm looking at. One for the stream and one is the actual Zoom meeting.
You could ask if anybody got left out and had something really pressing inside the chat of YouTube. You don't want to leave them out. You might say, is there any burning questions or thoughts or ideas from anyone, if you wanted to try that?
Yeah. Actually, yeah, now's your time. Now's your chance, guys, in YouTube land. If you have any questions for me, feel free to ask them now. Hey, Nafisa, the Pursuit of Happiness. Hey, how you doing? You're all very clear, and the audible of all participants is good. Rock the dots. Escaping the suburbs. This is pretty good. Rob, if you wanted, you could make an overlay graphic with transparent window to place over the Zoom window to pretty it up. That's what I was thinking I could do, and it's not jumping out at me how to do that. But yeah, that would pretty it up. Right now, my only option is to kind of resize the window like this. I suppose I could make this even larger, stretch it right off the screen. But then I might be partially cutting some people out. But that might be a little bit better, like that. Let's
I
see.
have another comment, Rob, that if the getting people into the Zoom is too much work for you while you're trying to navigate everything, you can make somebody host and they can admit people in for you.
Oh, yes.
You could just hit the three buttons on my picture and make me host. And then I can let people in if you're wanting to let people in from your Zoom and you're busy doing something else.
There, I've just done that.
Now I'm host.
That's what I clicked on. So what does that do?
Oh, good.
Everything looks the same to me.
Well, it's only because nobody's coming in.
Oh,
So
I
if
see.
somebody was wanting to come in right now, if you had stragglers coming in 10 minutes later and you didn't want to be preoccupied with, oh my God, somebody's been waiting for 10 minutes over here.
Right. Okay. No, that's a good point. JV's Hangout says, what software are you using to go live with? Ecamm Live on a Mac is what I'm using. And it's the Pro version that has Zoom integration with it. Oh, there I had to click on change host. And then now there's a button reclaim host. I guess that's if I want to reclaim it from you. So I'm not the host anymore? Is that what that means?
That's it. It looks like I am not the host right now. I don't you can reclaim it. You just go to participants, click on participants.
Actually, it's showing on my screen right now. There's a pop-up that says Darlene Matthews is currently host. I can stay
Okay, so
participant
hit
or I can
your-
reclaim host.
Reclaim it, yes.
So click to reclaim. Okay, you are hosting.
But that's on delay as well. So you might say, please let people in, and then the other person might be on delay a little bit.
Okay. Heidi has a question, and I can pop it on the screen. This isn't a lesson in the course, right? LOL. No, it's not. No, the lessons in the course are a little more polished than this. Not a lot. They're only as polished as I usually make videos, but... Greg says, how would it look if you were sharing your presentation screen? Would you still be able to see your participants? My presentation screen, so that would be this one. No, but I could create a scene that has both of those, but then it's going to get really busy, right? Then it would be almost too much. I thought of that, like, but I think it's bad enough just having myself on the screen that I'm sharing, and I can move myself around, but I don't know if putting all the Zoom participants on a screen and showing the screen that I'm sharing would make much sense. Might be too busy.
I agree with that.
Faithful Classics, would hitting F11 to make it full screen? Not sure if it would look good. I don't think, then it would hide everything else that I've got going on. I've got too much going on this monitor, that, like the actual Zoom meeting, for one, it would hide that. I'm curious if there are any advantages of Ecamm over OBS. I've used OBS before, but I'm not familiar with Ecamm. It's very similar. I have used OBS before, but I found it clunky. OBS is open source, it's free, and it's used by a lot of people, especially in the gaming streaming world. My son first put me onto OBS. But the one thing that I love about Ecamm, and you guys can let me know if it's a big deal or not, is the ability to display chat messages one at a time when I'm answering a question. So that's an Ecamm thing. You can also do it in StreamYard, and I think you can do it in Restream as well, but you can't do it in OBS. Somebody did make a third-party app that works with OBS, but it doesn't always work. I tried it, it worked, and then the next week it didn't work, and I don't know. I've always thought it was important. I really liked that back when I did use StreamYard 2-3 years ago when I first tried this. I did love that about StreamYard, the being able to display these messages, and you can move them around in real time like this if it's not popping up in the right way, in the right place. But yeah, if you guys have any thoughts on that. Do you think it's good for me to be able to display chat messages like that?
Well, I think if you're offering it to Zoom people, it's going to be wonderful to be able to come out live for your your YouTube audience to see people live, especially if you're going to showcase someone who has some specialty skills that you want to, like a bit of a podcast inside of your YouTube,
Yeah,
but it's live.
right. There, okay, no, that's not going to work. It seems like, so I just tried speaker view again, but I guess when I do that, it's going all Inception-like. All right.
A few more kinks.
A few more kinks, that's right. Keith also says, I'm curious what would happen if I hit the F11 on the Zoom. I actually don't have an F11 key. Oh, no, I do on the Mac itself. But I don't know, like if I did that.
F11 is the volume for Apple, for Mac,
Yeah, it
I
is.
think.
Yeah, it's volume for me, volume down on mine.
Yeah.
That might be a PC thing.
Well, Rob, I think you should only charge $297 for today's recording, Just a huge learning opportunity for everyone, but we couldn't see the back end, how much you were sweating and freaking and not breathing.
I don't tend to get all that worked up. Maybe a little bit, but I hide it pretty well, I think. What's the worst that can happen? And that's what I try to tell everybody else who might be nervous going live. The worst that can happen is something doesn't work. It's not, no one's going to die here. It's not the end of the world. I guess that's my attitude. So, but yeah, no, I think these are helpful. I would like if I feel like even though there's been a lot of bumps today trying to figure this out, and how long has it been? An hour and 20 minutes. That's a long hour and 20 minutes. The regular live streams I do on Tuesdays, before I know it, like 3 hours is gone. But this has been a, deeply immersed trying to figure this out. Anyways. Yeah, so escape, I think I already put this up here. If you wanted, you could make an overlay graphic with transparent window to place over the Zoom window to pretty it up. Yeah, I saw that. And there should be a way I should be able to pretty that up a little bit more, but I think it looks pretty good right now. The chat display is definitely a nice feature. Try Meld Studio, very user-friendly. I've never heard of that one. Hello, Evie, how you doing? Oh, this is interesting. Okay, so that chat that I just put up there is from Zoom. So Zoom is bringing in not only the, and I can show you this if I switch to my phone. I don't know if you can. No,
Lewis is saying he has to go.
Yes, that's right. He had to go. And actually, I don't know if you guys noticed this. Oh yeah, it's showing because I've got my Ecamm virtual cam. Anyway, Ecamm Live. You know how I was saying I'm able to pop on everybody's live chats from YouTube? Well, the chats from the Zoom meeting are also being brought in to Ecamm. So that's what I've posted up here now. So it's got a little blue Zoom icon in the corner of Lewis's avatar. So I thought that was interesting. So they're both mixed up. So people could, so there you go. Well, no, I guess you wouldn't see, I'm talking to Zoom participants now, you wouldn't see YouTube Live's chats in the Zoom chat. Well, no. This is getting very confusing. But I just, for me, it's great because if anybody in Zoom types something, a question, I can pop it up on screen.
Hey, Rob, are the names blurry on your screen when you have it open like that in the web browser?
No.
No, not for me either, Mike.
Must be my eyes.
I was going to say.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Could be the eyes. What you use now, you said you haven't used StreamYard in 3 years. That's right. Well, 3 years, maybe 2 years. 2 years ago, I used StreamYard. Quite honestly, I found that the quality of the video wasn't as good, even though it was 1080p. And again, it was my son that told me this, said you should be using OBS because StreamYard, it seems like they're throttling it down somehow. I don't think you have as much control over the stream rate, like your kilobits per second or however they do it. That said, it's been a couple of years since I used it. So I switched to first OBS and then Ecamm Live. So the difference is OBS and Ecamm Live, they are software apps you download to your computer and then you stream from your computer up to YouTube. Or whereas StreamYard is you go on your browser, you log into an account. StreamYard and Restream are both the same way. And then you stream to StreamYard. StreamYard then repackages it and streams it out to YouTube or Facebook or wherever. So that's the difference in the way they work. Oh, full screen browser, Mac Control, Command F. Yeah, again, if I go full screen,
Yeah.
I'm going to lose my other apps that I need open.
So I guess my question still, Rob, is
Yeah.
when you have people on Zoom and you have people on YouTube Live, if you're going to ask a question or want to bring someone out on Zoom, you're going to have to delay how you respond to it if you want the Zoomers will have to have YouTube on the side in order to see or hear pieces of it. I guess it doesn't really matter just because it's a delay, people are still going to get the information. But I'm responding because Escaping the Suburbs guy is saying, yes, gallery view is best in his honest opinion. But if you had a guest speaker out, if you just pretended you had a guest speaker out and you really wanted to showcase them,
Yeah.
the people that are in the Zoom are going to get it immediately, the information. But the people on YouTube will be somewhat delayed. I guess if you're recording it, it doesn't matter anyway. You're recording from both platforms?
I wasn't going to be recording from Zoom, only YouTube. Well, recording in the sense that YouTube's recording it anyways. They turn all live streams into videos. But, I mean, that's normally the way. There is a delay, but the people on YouTube who aren't using Zoom don't see a delay at all, even though there is one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I suppose if you... No, there's no delay for them at all.
If YouTube asks a question, let's say Escaping the Suburbs asks me a question in the comments.
Yeah.
You'll get it, and then you'll give it to me to answer the question as the guest.
Yeah.
And then do you then go, I think I'm still thinking that there's going to be a delay, but it's all inside YouTube, so it's going to be captured exactly the way that you're doing it.
Yeah. I think probably what I need to do is if somebody in YouTube asks a question, so let's say I'll pop it up on the screen. I'll then read it because I know you'll never see it on Zoom. You'd have to be looking at YouTube to see it, but I can pop it on the screen and then I can read it. I have 10 gallery screens in front of me, but 2 say Rob the Maritimer. One is a small version of the screen and the other is just your face. Oh yes. How do I remove myself? Can I remove? I know, that's right. Yeah, there's 2 of me there.
You probably can't move yourself, but I'd be cautious about doing it today. And I don't know that it's a problem. Your face is out there twice. It's
if I click the 3 dots,
nice, so
it says hide non-video participants.
Oh.
So that would hide anybody.
But then you would hide Melissa and Jennifer earlier, but she's back. She's here now.
Yeah, I don't think there's
Jennifer
anybody.
has a question.
Hi.
I have a question also.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hi, Rob.
Hi. Adventure. I'm sorry, I can't. City?
Adventure and travel.
Adventure and travel, yes. How are you? What's your question?
Yeah. At the last night, I had my first collaboration. I was on a podcast on a friend of mine, which a hobby was called geocaching. And it was my first time speaking English. It is, I'm quite little bit nervous, but it would be fun. It just a little talk, and it was good. But I'm asking me now, how can I promote it? Because I have only just 115 followers on my YouTube channel.
Okay, so it's something that you hosted. Sorry, you hosted a live stream, was it, or you
No.
participated in somebody else's?
I participated in a podcast.
In a podcast.
In a video podcast. Video podcast, yeah.
Okay, and you want to share it to your followers?
Yes.
Yeah, I guess the best way you could probably do that is in a community post. You could probably do a community post that would go out to, well, it wouldn't necessarily be sent out to people. It would just be there for people to see. Whoever subscribes to you and has the ability to read your community posts, they would see it there. So that's probably what I'd do. I'd probably share a link to it. Just say something like, "Hey, I was a guest on this person's podcast. If you want to check it out, here's a link to it." That's probably how I would handle that.
I had done that on my channel, but it reaches only 100 persons. So
yeah,
maybe. Where do you do that also?
Yeah, there'd be no way to. If you want the person who hosted the podcast to share it.
Yeah.
It's probably already on their channel, right? So yeah, they would see it anyway. Usually when you host somebody in a podcast like that, you would also tag them. So you might want to get the host, whoever hosted that for you, to put a link to your channel in the description of that podcast. So that's usually what people do. That's what I've done in the past. So, and then their subscribers may discover you as well.
My channel is not in English, it's in German.
Yeah.
So the most of the videos are the wrong language for you.
Yes.
Maybe that's a problem.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to understand it if it was in German. Apologies.
So do you think I have to do some videos in English?
Well, it depends on who you're trying to reach, who your target audience is. If your target audience, if you want to be able to reach out to people who speak English, then yeah, I would make your videos in English. Some people have. Well, I guess yeah, you have to identify who your main audience usually is, German or English, and then I would speak in that language. If you want to try to reach people in the other language, then you might want to add subtitles. So you could do that.
Rob, Jennifer has to go soon. She has her hand up. Maybe Marius has to go too. But do you see the two hands up? Marius was first and then Jennifer. But
I do.
Said she has to go soon. So
okay. Yeah. Jennifer, do you want to go ahead?
Oh, sure. Hi, guys. I just found Rob not too long ago, and I love your channel. Is this program going to be a little bit more basic than this? Because this is really confusing for me.
This is so confusing that I'm confused. Yes, no, 100%. It's what the program is. So far, it's 9 videos, and the first one's an introduction. The second one is how to go live from your phone, and that's it. The third one is how to go live from YouTube Studio, and that's it. Like none of this Zoom and Ecamm Live and all of that. And I basically just, every video gets a little bit more complicated all the way. None of them get to this level. There's no video in there about Zoom integration or anything like that. It's basically designed to get you started. So my first title of this program was going to be A Beginner's Guide to Live Streaming. And I ended up calling it a Live Streaming Made Easy program because I added in some, basically some live chats as well throughout the 6 months. So it's a beginner's guide. There's a focus on beginners. But because of that, there's a lot that I probably did not cover in it. There's a lot of more complex things you could do. And that's kind of why I'm having this pre-order period, because I want to be able to get feedback from those who pre-order it, and then for basically a month. The whole month of September is going to be, it's not called pre-order, it's going to be available on the 29th of August, and then for the month of September, it'll be offered at a discount, but not $197. It's going to be $297 for September. And then during that time, you will be able to see the 9 videos, and then just tell me, what else should I include in here? Is there something else that I should make a video about that maybe I didn't make clear enough in the first 9 videos or whatever? And then by the end of September, I'm guessing the course is probably going to double in size. So anywhere from 5 to 10, maybe even more additional videos that I'm going to add basically on October 1st when the full launch happens. So that's the plan.
So how long, when do we need to do the 197? Just in this week?
Until next Thursday, which is when I'm doing, is it Thursday? Yeah, Thursday is the bonus event. So the pre-order period for 197, the additional thing it includes is the live event that we're kind of designing today. This hybrid Zoom, and it's going to be basically me kind of showing you it's not going to be a lot different than this, but I'm going to show you some of the videos, not walk all the way through it, but just kind of describe the program in a little more detail. And then by the end of that day, or the next morning, at the end of the live, I'll probably shoot out an email, say, okay, this is your last chance. At midnight tonight, the price is going up because I'm releasing this the very next morning. And then Friday morning, the 29th, if I have my dates right, is when you'll be able to go in and actually look at the course material. And anybody who wants to buy at that point, obviously they won't be able to participate in the live event because it will have happened. But I'll probably include a link so that they can watch the replay of it. That's why it's going to be recorded.
But then there's no additional charge to keep going. Like the 197 is a cheaper rate right now, but it includes because I'm not a beginner. Like I know how to go live from my phone. I'm working in Meld. I'm also a Meld person. I'm trying out Meld, and I'm having troubles with that. So with streaming in a program, I don't have Ecamm, and so that's what I need help with. And I had another coach, but I had problems because he had a PC, and everything's different on Macs. So at least you have a Mac.
Yeah.
But is it going to be something where we can get some help, like with our system and like getting everything set up?
So you said, what did you called it, Mel's? Is that?
Meld. Yeah. Someone just said that to you. Try Meld. It's like an OBS.
Okay.
Type thing, but it's more simple than OBS. I don't know.
No, this is good for me to know, like OBS, but simpler. I'll take a look at it. So I hadn't heard of that one, and if it's new, maybe that's why. But for example, like in the videos that I have now, whenever I get to additional software that you could use to run your live, it is Ecamm that I teach it in, Ecamm on the Mac. But I'm anticipating people coming to me and saying, you should have a video in there on StreamYard. You should have a video in there about how to use OBS, and so on and so on and so on. So I fully plan to make those additional videos. I just, I want to wait to hear what else. So Mel's, I'm going to actually take a look at that when I get off of this call just to see what it's all about, because maybe that's something I should. Yeah.
Meld, it's MELD, and there's a ton of YouTube hype about it right now. It's like there's a ton of videos about it. So
perfect. Oh, this is great.
Guys.
Jennifer, before we go, I think Rob offers one-on-one coaching if you wanted to connect with him one-on-one to see what he knows and what he doesn't know, because you don't know him really well yet.
I do, but I'll say right now though that as of this moment, I know nothing about Meld. So give me at least a chance to go have a look to see what it is. But anyway, I don't want to say too much more. I can't imagine it's all that difficult. Having done StreamYard and OBS and Ecamm, OBS was by far the hardest of all of those. StreamYard was probably the easiest because it's just browser-based. But Ecamm, I don't know. For those of you who use Macs and are used to the Apple ecosystem, it fits right in. And I mean, what I'm doing today is a little more complicated, so that's why the troubles. And I had never done this before, but generally speaking, things are pretty easy in Ecamm. But no, I will take a look at Meld for sure. Thank you for letting me know about that.
Thanks, guys.
Marius,
you had your hand up for quite a while. Sorry about that.
Yes, thank you for giving me the chance to ask this question. Firstly, I want to say that I appreciate your videos, your walk and talk, and I'm watching you from the UK, from across the pond. I also have a YouTube channel, a small YouTube channel. I post in my mother tongue. I find your videos to be very relatable, and I appreciate your last video, I think, with you not knowing what to say and what to post. So a video about nothing, which is very, very relatable. Secondly, if you want to have your second view off screen, the little one, you mentioned something earlier, there's an option on your little cam there on the three dots where it says hide self view. So I guess that would work just to hide yourself.
Perfect.
Is that working? All right, cool.
Yeah, perfect.
And
thank you.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Rob, also regarding knowing your audience.
Yeah.
How can you better know your audience, like your avatar, and how can you better put yourself in their shoes to come up with better video ideas?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. So knowing your audience is super important. A lot of people will say, you may see videos that talk about you have to pick a niche and make videos in your niche. A better way to think about it is pick your audience, like pick your people, who you want to make videos for. So like how do you define your audience? I guess when you're starting, when you're starting a channel, you need to have some sort of an idea as to who you think you want to reach, and that starts with deciding what you want to make videos about, who you're trying to reach, who you're trying to help, and you can get as detailed in your avatar building as you want. So for example, mine would be I make videos for people generally over 40 years old who either have never started YouTube or have started but they're not growing and they need help in growing their channel, or they want to start a new channel. And more recently, also people who are maybe just getting going in YouTube but would like to do some live streaming. So that encompasses a lot. I guess the niche is kind of expanding. And then, I make videos for those people. I try to think of, okay, what kind of questions would my viewers have? And I usually get a lot of questions right from the comments section of my videos. Then you can dive into your analytics and actually find out, like, what are the ages of the people you're reaching that are watching your videos, and where are they watching from? I'm not sure if I answered your question, because you basically asked, how do I know who I'm trying to reach? You almost have to figure out who you want to reach before you start making videos. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think you need to start with the viewer in mind and go to those analytics, although it might seem a bit scary. So this might be like another video idea for you to create, and I would gladly watch that. Like, how do you interpret those stats in there? Because people don't know. Oh, they might know something, but not entirely, not all of them.
Yeah. No, it's good to, because who you're reaching can change. You can make videos for the people you think you're making videos for, but then depending on how the algorithm works, you may, get some more people who are interested in something slightly different, and based on the comments that you get, you might make videos based on what they're asking you to make videos about, and now all of a sudden you might get a whole bunch more people from this slightly different direction. And yeah, I guess keep an eye on your comment section. I strongly advise you do that. I try to answer all of my comments, all the comments that come in. I try. It gets hard, but if you can do that, you will, as your channel grows, you will get a lot of input from them, from your viewers in the comments. And especially if you start going live, same thing. Then the people who show up in your comments all the time will start showing up in your live streams, and that's great because now they can interact with you one-on-one or 1-on-9.
I think you're only losing when you stop. So the thing is, keep going, keep posting, quantity, quality.
Yeah, yeah. Don't stop. You have to enjoy it. That's for sure. Otherwise, it becomes too easy to quit. All right. Darlene's got her hand up.
I don't mind sharing a little bit. Rob, what you've offered me in this platform is the belief that anybody can come out and do just about anything. I think there's people, if you have a academic background and you want to teach sciences or you want to do some of those teaching, this is the perfect opportunity to do that. And I don't think there's a better time inside internet where YouTube and a membership site of some sort, whether that's Circle or Community or school or what it is, that you move people from YouTube over to your community so that you can keep them engaged as well. And so I'm moving my own career from counselor. I've been a counselor for 32 years into becoming a coach. And so I'm talking to people about, do they want to come on YouTube and talk about their expertise? And whatever their expertise is what they can choose. And sometimes that expertise, Marius, is about what you've just transformed yourself out of. Like if you've just gone through, on a personal level, divorces or life transitions or something, sometimes you can come out on YouTube and do a whole lot of support and teaching inside YouTube and then move them into school and keep supporting them and getting a bit of revenue that way. So I'm focusing on counselors or helping professionals who want to become coaches, but I'm going to use YouTube and school. But my biggest problem is even just getting on the camera. And speaking. I can do it on Zoom. As you can see, I can come out on Zoom like I own the bloody place. But when I'm talking to just a green dot and pretending that somebody's there and I have something worthwhile, that's where my bugaboo is.
That's interesting.
But for the most part, it's a beautiful platform to just get out there and share what you already know or what you've already gone through.
Yeah. Yeah, I find that fascinating that people who, like yourself, who are used to talking to a large number of people, and I don't know if you're used to doing that like in person, but even Zoom meetings with lots of people, very comfortable with that. But then when you look at a camera, it's a different story. Yeah, I find that interesting. I'm almost like the reverse of that now. If I was on a stage in front of 1,000 people, I feel like I would freeze up. I wouldn't know what to do. That's something that's always frightened me. Not to say I won't try it at some point in the future, but I don't know. It's just a totally different thing talking to the camera, and I'm comfortable at it now. But you're right, though. It does take practice. It takes practice.
Yeah.
It's not something that comes naturally to people in the beginning, but I think it's something that just about anybody could do with practice.
Yeah, because as a counselor, I'm very good at listening. I am very good at a lot of silence and hearing what you have to say. And then I can inject a question here and here and here. But to talk for 6 or 8 minutes or 30 minutes to a green dot about something, that's going to be huge for me. But you'll see me out there and I'll be rooting for everybody who wants to try it. I think this is a perfect time. Awesome.
Yeah, I do too. I think people are... I feel like people are craving authenticity out there. And I've said this in my videos before. People just want to see, they're not as interested in the super polished, high production value type of videos anymore. And they just want to listen to real people share whatever it is they're going to share. Your videos still generally have to be about something. Not always. I see some people doing quite well with just vlogs. But, I think those are harder to grow, channels like that. But yeah, no, great points, Darlene. Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's see. Do we have any free training? Nice. Yeah, that's what this is. Free training for me is what this has been. Cool beans on the test, looking good. Mike Adams has the best background. Way to do the camera, Mike. Yeah, you got a good background, Mike.
Thanks.
I think this is going to work all right. Oh, the Belgian guy, got to go, girls and boys. This was fun. We've still got 60 people in here. Let me see now. Just trying to think if there's anything else I want to check or test before we
Barb
end
has
this.
her hand up.
What's that? Sorry, Darlene?
Barb has her hand up.
Oh.
It's hard to keep. I'm going to say you're probably going to struggle with, should I have somebody to moderate the chats that are coming into YouTube, or moderate the chats that are coming into Zoom, or watch the hands raising?
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's a good point. That's a good point, but thank you. Barb, yes. How you doing?
Hey there. Just real quick, I apologize I had to step away. I don't know if you covered this, but the live streaming course, is it going to be, like, I'm not an Apple person. I don't have a Mac or anything. Is it still relevant for me who's PC?
So there is a heavy dose of Mac in there. I try to keep it. See, that's the problem when you make a course like this. There's really no way to cover all the bases. I try to keep it as generic as I can, but I mean, there is a video in there on how to turn your iPhone into a webcam if you have a Mac. So obviously that video won't apply. The thing is, like the first video talks about how to go live on your phone, and that could be any phone as long as you have the YouTube app. The next video is how to go live from your browser, YouTube Studio. So that doesn't matter what computer you use. I believe it's the third one where I start to get into the Mac Ecamm Live. But see, that's where this whole pre-order phase comes in. And I should send out something that where is it? That actually gives a bit of an outline of the courses. Can I put this on the screen and have it show up? No.
I guess should I say this? Would it be advantageous to go ahead and purchase it? Because I think you said earlier you'll be adding to that, maybe with StreamYard or with some other things.
Yeah.
So it'd be kind of like a good idea to go ahead and purchase it at the lower price.
I do plan on. I mean, I don't want to tell you what to do, but my intention is to have it become something that anybody can use, PC or Mac. So yes, I do plan on adding additional videos, probably double the amount of videos that are there now. Like there's 9 in there now. This could grow to upwards of 20 videos because I know someone's going to want me to add an OBS video. OBS is something, it doesn't matter whether you're a Mac or PC. So yeah, so as StreamYard as well. I talk about those, but I don't show how to use those. A lot of the videos are me explaining things, and also going through gear, like how to plug in your monitor and your camera to your computer. So I was using a MacBook Pro. It has 3 USB ports, and I talk about the fact that I can plug 3 things into it, and that's it. If you have a MacBook Air, you only get 2. If you have a PC, it depends on what computer you have. You may have 1, 2, 3, 4 or more USB ports. So, I mean, there's so many different things to consider. And I do talk about those things, but you're right. Everything I demonstrate at this point has been on a Mac.
Rob, may I interject here?
Yeah, go ahead, Darlene.
So, Barb, I'm wondering, and I don't know if this is true or not, but I can take a YouTube clip and put it into a translator, a tool, and I can put it in chat right now if you want to take a look at that tool. It's free, and it transcribes the entire thing, right? If you took that transcription then and popped it into ChatGPT and asked ChatGPT to give you some instruction from your Windows or your whatever it is that you use, ChatGPT might be able to guide you through his instructions that are similar from Apple over to Windows. Or I'm thinking that might be an option. I just stuck it in the chat right now, the free software that you can use to transcribe any YouTube clip. And then once you take all that transcription and pop it into ChatGPT, you should be able to do some of that work.
An analogous thing. I do use chat quite a bit. I mean, that's an idea. I thought at some point I would move to, I'm certainly not ready at this point, but at some point, if I were to have some software, it would be something like StreamYard, Riverside, or something like that. So.
StreamYard, I can. That's probably going to be the first video I do in the bonus round, if you will, because I know that's very popular, and I have some experience with it. I used to use it 2 years ago. Things might have changed a little bit. I think there's a little more customizability with the scenes now, whereas before there wasn't. Like all these things that I was moving around on my screen in Ecamm, you couldn't do that in StreamYard, so I don't know what you can do with that yet. But it's browser-based, so something like that, and Restream as well, browser-based. It doesn't matter on those whether you use a Mac or a PC, right? The only thing, every once in a while I'll say, for example, now I'll go grab a screenshot of this. So that's an example of something that is very easy to do on a Mac, but on a Windows computer, I think you need extra software to be able to get a screenshot, right? Whereas on a Mac, you go Command-Shift-4 and then click and drag corner to corner, boom, screenshot done. So things like that, I do talk about that a little bit. Now I'm not even thinking about the course. I'm thinking about the video that I made, how I do my thumbnails in Canva, and I start with grabbing a screenshot. So I try to be aware of the fact that not everybody uses a Mac. Like instead of Command-C, it's Control-C to copy, right? That took me forever to get used to, moving from Windows to a Mac. But yeah, so there will be a StreamYard video in there. But what I should do, you bring up a good point, because I haven't really shared the outline of the course. So I'm going to do that in an upcoming, no, it wouldn't be a post. I guess it would be a email. I'll send an email so that people actually know what's included in it. And I'll add it to the landing page, right? Right now, if you click something to go to the landing page, that pop up, there you go. That you can scan that picture. That takes you to the landing page where you learn more about it. Right now, there's not a lot on that landing page, but by the end of the weekend, I'll at least have some more information in there and maybe some screenshots, maybe some an outline of some sort to show you exactly what's in there. So maybe that'll help. All right. Well, thank you, Barb. All right. Any other? I'm looking for raised hands. I don't see any, Darlene. So I'm looking. Adventure has to go now. Thanks for the nice chat. No problem. Thanks for stopping in. I can see your Zoom chat, and I can pop that up here. Oh, Tina says, on Windows there is a snippet for screenshot. Yeah, I think it's called Snippet Tool or something. Is that right? I've never actually used it, but perfect.
Yeah, that is right. Snipping tool.
Yeah, and it comes in Windows, or is it something you have to download?
Windows. It's automatically. It's there, pre-installed.
Perfect. Party with VK has a question. I'm a fairly new channel. I wonder why YouTube is not pushing my videos more. Impressions under 1 to 3K, but high CTR. Any idea why? I get this a lot. This is a common question. Why is YouTube not pushing my videos? And I think the way you should think about it is YouTube doesn't push anything. It's more of a pull from viewers. Viewers are pulling the content that they want to see. So if you get any amount of impressions, if your subscribers or the people that YouTube think you're trying to reach aren't responding well to your video, like if they're not clicking your thumbnails, if they're the people that do click, if they get in there and they're not watching much of your video, right? So if they're not responding well, then YouTube won't display many more impressions for you. They won't. I was going to use the term push again, but I shouldn't. They're not going to promote your video anymore. They need to get some good signals. They need to know that people are actually watching your videos for a long time. So what I would take from that is make better videos. And when I say better, I don't necessarily mean higher quality. I mean just videos that people want to watch. So it doesn't have to be highly edited, but it's got to be something that people want to watch and want to continue to watch. So that might mean tightening up your intro, having a better intro that, don't. A lot of people think that an intro needs to maybe describe what, like think about it in terms of like an essay. Your intro should be a description of what you're going to talk about. I don't like that anymore for YouTube. Like, don't tell people what you're going to cover in the video. Just start covering it right away. Like, get right into it. Otherwise, if they don't like that first sentence, and then if there's a long pause before you start your second sentence, people leave. So that's what I'm finding. It's like people don't have very long attention spans anymore. So you really have to start satisfying them right away. So usually means start delivering on the promise you made with your thumbnail. So I don't know if that helps, but it's just make videos that people want to watch, and then the YouTube algorithm will respond to those positive signals from your viewers. All right, this was
Rob,
a nice Oh, sorry. Yep.
Did you put up the pre-order now on YouTube just now? Because it just popped up there on YouTube.
About a minute ago. So that's the delay now.
Yeah. Okay.
I think the delay. I think the delay increases the longer the live goes on.
Oh, okay.
But the people in YouTube would have seen it right away. Well, they would have seen it now, I guess. They wouldn't have seen it right away when I put it there. Perfect. All right. What else we got here? Steve Brocky is here. How you doing, Steve? Do you think with the rise of AI content, viewers will put more trust in live streams because it can't be faked if it's real time? It's a good point. That could be the case. Yeah, absolutely. I think with the way I'm looking at this rise in AI is it gives us real people a bit of an advantage, as more and more people don't necessarily want to watch AI videos. This is what I'm hearing anyways in my comments. People don't generally want to watch AI. A lot of us like to use AI as tools. I leaned on it heavily today in this live stream, as I do every day. But to actually make videos that are all 100% AI, I know some people have, and some people are trying to go that way, thinking it's an easy way to get started with YouTube. But really, I kind of feel like that's almost delaying what's really going to get you going with YouTube, and that's showing up for real on camera. And the more people try to do it the AI way, the more room they're leaving for us real people, who people actually really want to watch anyways. So that's kind of the way I'm looking at that, Steve. But yeah, live streams 100%. That it's real. I wonder when AI will start doing live streams and what that will look like. Who knows? Oh, Mike has to go. It looks like he's already gone. Yeah. Thank you, Mike, for stopping in. Oh, Rachel has a question. Oops, didn't mean to hit enter. Not done with my question yet. I was saying I haven't made a long form video yet, but I'm wondering if I should use the content in my shorts to inform what I should talk about in my long form. You could. Here's my take on shorts versus longs. They are two different things, two different platforms even though they're both on YouTube. I look at them as two separate platforms that each have their own special way that you have to learn how to be successful on it, right? So it's hard enough learning how to, or figuring out how to succeed with a YouTube channel with long form videos. I feel like you need to just pick. It's also hard with short, but I feel like you almost should pick what is your favorite. Like what is the content you really want to get good with? Is it longs or is it shorts? And what is the goal of you wanting to do YouTube? If it's to grow a business, I feel like long form videos is easier to grow a channel with. I don't know about you, but when I'm watching shorts, I don't typically subscribe to anybody because I've seen a short that I like. It's usually long form videos that I would subscribe to. That said, I do use shorts almost as a branding thing, but like an afterthought. I spend hardly any time on them because I know I'm not a great, I don't get great results from shorts. I'm just not spending that much time on them. But there are people out there that's all they do, and they do great with them. So they may struggle with long form videos, right? So yeah, it's a matter of picking what you prefer, what you like making the best, and what you're good at, what's your specialty. Can you talk for 5 minutes straight with no trouble at all? If you can, shorts probably aren't for you. So in that case, like there's a program or an app that I use called Opus Clip. You can upload a YouTube video or paste your URL of a YouTube video into Opus Clip. It will automatically generate up to 30 YouTube shorts for you, or Reels or TikToks. You can upload them wherever. And automatically captioned and everything. So that's all I do. And I pick my favorites. If it gives me 30 options, I might like 3 or 4 of them. So any Zoomers have anything to add to that? No?
Yeah, I will have something to add to Opus Clip. I've used it before.
Yeah.
The thing is, you need to pay like a monthly subscription or annually. Otherwise, you'll get a watermark. You get an Opus Clip popping up. And fair play, you get like 1 hour of creating shorts, which is using AI. This Opus Clip is great. It has like some percentages in there and making you like great shorts with screen on text and everything popping on the screen and stuff like that. But like essentially you need to pay for more hours and more shorts and more quality.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember it's not, I think I paid for a year of it, I don't know, 6 months ago or whenever it was. So yeah, I forgot what you get. You can start for free. I just forgot what limitations they put on you when it's free. I didn't realize that a watermark was part of it. So if that's the case, I don't think I'd want to do that.
You get 16 minutes for free with the watermark one.
Okay. Okay, cool. Is it a Zoom call? Yeah, there's several people in here on Zoom, and then I'm bringing the Zoom into YouTube and streaming it live. That's what we're doing. And the first hour was spent trying to make this work. And now I think it's going well. You three have been in here for a while. Actually, there's several people still in here. I don't have any admit buttons that I've forgot or didn't notice. Okay. What advice do you have, a general question, what advice do you have for those of us who are struggling to get viewers? I guess my advice would be just to keep at it. Keep trying to target the same people you're making videos for. Don't veer too far off of your path in terms of sticking within your niche, sticking with the same audience. That's the way to increase your views. And then, of course, get better at making videos. And that will come with time. So the biggest piece of advice, I guess, is get working on your next video. I think a lot of people will make a predetermined number of videos and then kind of sit back and look at their analytics and just wait and watch for the numbers to start increasing. But it really doesn't work that way. You really have to try not to look at the analytics too much and the number of views and the impressions. Actually, that's something that somebody mentioned to me in a coaching call. They kept mentioning the word impressions. I get this many impressions. I get that many impressions. And I honestly can't remember the last time I looked at how many impressions I get. And that was never something I ever looked at. It was just views. And click-through rate, and I guess you could do the math. Click-through rate and impressions equals the views you get when you do the math. But yeah, I just don't get wrapped up in that. Don't get wrapped up in how many impressions you get. You don't really have any control over that. All you have control over is that next video you're going to make, right? Get to work on that next video. Look at your last videos and see what maybe you didn't like about them and try to get better with them on the next ones. That's my biggest advice. Yeah, go right ahead.
Can I add to that, Rob?
Yeah.
I don't remember who it was that asked that question because Rachel asked something after that. But in my opinion, people are really hungry for, again, authenticity and something you're really passionate about. So if you're coming out real and you got a lot of passion about the topic, then I would encourage a lot more questions and keep asking people questions so then they feel compelled to leave a comment.
Yeah.
And most people want a community. So they want people, as many people as they can, be joining with them that they feel, supported by everyone. So I would take a look at how I could inject a whole lot more questions inside my video. Now I haven't done any, so here you go. This is just me being a counselor, and I know that I can keep people going for an hour because I can find another question for them.
Yeah, that's a great point. It's because that will result in more views. YouTube, the algorithm loves engagement. So if you can figure out a way to get people to start engaging in the comments and in live streams, that's another form of engagement. But get them to engage in the comments. Ask them questions. Ask them what other videos they'd like to see you make. In the middle of your video, ask them a question like, what did you think about this or that? Or do you prefer this or that? Or, right? And then as soon as they start engaging in the comments, engage back. Like, you've started the conversation, they've responded, now respond back. Just keep it going. And
you could even start your Zoom that way. I'm going to need a lot of comments because I got a lot of questions for people. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a great idea. That's a great idea. Yeah, and honestly, what I have found works too is along the same lines. Just be upfront with people that this might not be all that polished, and if we're all just if most of us are just thinking about starting with going live or making videos, then probably our first videos aren't going to be that great. Own it right in the beginning and just say like, I'm going to do my best here. It might not be as polished as you'd like, but I can guarantee you every video is going to get better as I go. Or I can guarantee you I'm going to try to make every video better. And if I mess up here, you'll let me know. I don't know. Just I feel like the more honest you can be with people, because if you talk to a friend, if you met a friend of yours who maybe you haven't seen in a while and they say, what are you doing now? Oh, actually, I'm making YouTube videos. Oh, what's that all about? And then you can just, the way you would talk to them about it is the way you can talk in your live streams and in your videos, just to a real person. And you can even say like, yeah, I'm just getting going. Things are a little bit rough, but I'm having fun with it. And they'll let me know if I mess up, right? So be as real as you can. I think people like that. Thank you, Darlene. That's a great point.
And Barb has her hand up. And Marius.
Yes, Barb. Sorry. Go ahead, Barb.
Hey, no worries. I wasn't going to bring this up, but since we're kind of talking about foundations here, have you, because this is a concern of mine, which you probably could guess, but have you coached anybody who has started out with a say, an avatar, they're trying to reach a certain audience, and then they're getting going with the channel, and it seems to pivot to something completely different, with which one could run with or not.
Yeah.
That's kind of my fear. Fear is a strong word, but it's keeping me kind of stuck with this analysis paralysis on, okay, let's go this direction and make that video. Well, I don't know. Let's do this. And you can't do everything or you reach nobody. So that's kind of my, just need to do something.
Yeah, yeah. So if I'm hearing you right, and I think I know what you're talking about, because you kind of have two different things, right? Two things that you're passionate about, yeah, and you're not sure which direction to go. I don't know, I think.
I'm trying to combine the two, is what I'm trying to do, and I think it'll work. But I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, quite honestly, I love the term or the channel name, Barb Rocks. Right?
Well, that's not it.
That's not it? Okay, well, I don't. For those who don't know, Barb is a geologist, but she also sings rock songs. So those are the two completely different things we're talking about. And
music is part of this. I'm not going to put music as part of this. It's more of like a life kind of experience thing where you're kind of basically kind of coaching people, but also infusing like the natural world, thus geology. I think it'll work. I could mention the music, but that's not like a focus. So
okay. Anything else that you have going on, or that's part of you, that maybe isn't supposed to be the focus? That can just be something that people might get interested in, and you can mention it, every once in a while, just in passing kind of thing, and then somebody might be interested and ask some more of that. But it doesn't have to be something you bring into your videos. And the example that I'm thinking about is the fact that I like to sail, and I used to teach sailing, but none of my videos are really about that at all. But some people might find that interesting, and may every once in a while I'll get a question about sailing or about the ocean in this part of the world or whatever, and so it can be part of your avatar. Your own avatar could be part of who you are, part of your identity on YouTube, but it doesn't have to be what you talk about. I don't know if that helps, but that's kind of where my mind went.
That's great. I think it'll work, but you're right. I think going back to the authenticity part and realness, I think that's kind of what people are thirsty for, is to kind of, as long as you don't blabber on too much about yourself, but mentioning things, it brings the realness and the personality. So yeah,
no, and that's a good point too. When you say, as long as you don't go on and on and on about yourself, but not that. I mean, there are people that create channels that's all they want to do. They'll just show themselves living their life. And I said this in one of my videos, and there was some pushback, but the analogy I used was someone wants to make a YouTube channel showing themselves fishing. Okay, they want to show everybody this big fish they caught and where they caught it or whatever. But I think more people on YouTube would be interested in being taught how they could catch their own big fish and not just see, this random person fishing all day, right? So it's interesting, but there has to be, I feel like there has to be, if there's an element of you're helping other people somehow, I think that type of channel has a better chance of growing than just, sharing your life and sharing, just talking about yourself all the time. I know that's not really where you were going with that, but just something you said just put that back in my mind. But something to keep in mind. Marius has his hand up. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, hi. Thank you.
Hi.
Just wanted to add something to Barb, if I might say, regarding analysis paralysis. They say you need to pause before you're ready, like start messy. Don't worry about the perfect gear, the camera, what you're using, and the app, the software, the hardware. Rob showed us all that he can, just be out there in the nature with just his phone and just be authentic about it and just talk freely about, but in a way that you put audience first. So pause before you're ready, easier said than done. But can I just recommend a book to the Barb if she has not already read it? The Courage to be Vulnerable by Brené Brown. that book helped me a lot helped me in order, to be vulnerable. Right now, I have, like a lot of emotions, but not probably, being a bit emotional and not finding my words properly. But I know I'm happy to be here. Probably this is the best thing that happened to me, being on this live. Someone said earlier, I heard that on social media, like treat videos like you're talking to a friend on FaceTime.
Mm-hmm.
Like you would talk to a friend on FaceTime. And Rob, I have a question for you.
Yep.
I need your expertise on this. Can you make a living out of YouTube? Like, can you actually replace your 9 to 5? I'm not monetized yet. I just need 1,000 more hours watch time to be monetized. Thank you.
The answer is yes, you can. But a lot of people expect it to happen sooner or faster than it ends up happening. How do I say this? There's a lot of video. You'll find, I'm sure you've all seen them, lots of videos out there preaching that you can make $10,000 a month within 8 weeks, and earning a good living quickly. In my experience, that's not the case. Not to say it can't happen, but my advice for anybody who wants to make a living with YouTube is to start before it's the only thing you do. Like, start it while you still have a job, or maybe you're retired and you don't need extra income, then you can, do it. But if you still need an income now, certainly do not give up whatever job you have now and just go into YouTube, because it could take 5 years, right? It could take 6 months or even less time, but that's not the norm. The norm is it takes longer than what people are selling you on YouTube. It usually takes longer than what people are promising you it's going to take. The thing is, you have to look at it like a business. If you want YouTube to be a career, you have to think of it as a business owner. And I don't know that a lot of people are comfortable with that mindset, like the small business owner mindset, where you're comfortable going down to the bank and getting a loan for $50,000 and then starting a business. Like, not everybody can do that. Not everybody can stomach that. So running a small business involves not just that, obviously, but analyzing what you're doing, looking at the results, see what's working, see what's not, make adjustments, try something new, and approach it very methodical like that. Getting systems in place that allow you to make videos faster. Certain things you look for in the analytics, like analyze your click-through rate. There's all kinds of things you could do. I think the number one thing is, though, talking on camera. It sounds so simple, but it's one of the hardest things to get used to doing. But it's one of the things that will bring the greatest results, because through that comes authenticity. You'll come across as authentic. You'll be authentic, and that's what people respond to. So if you can get that skill as one of your first skills, and then just start making videos and, responding to your videos. When I say respond, I mean, like, see how well it's doing and see why people are leaving, and then try to correct that. Like, if you see people are leaving after 30 seconds of your video, open up your video and see what you were saying at 30 seconds. Why are a whole bunch of people leaving right then? And then think, okay, I don't want to do that again, so I'll try to fix that in my next video. So it's a lot of that. It's a lot of trial and error. If you can do that, your channel will grow. And then, at some point it may reach a point where you can leave your other job. But it's the other thing is, I think too many people get wrapped up in the whole monetization thing. It's not what it's all cracked up to be. Monetization is great. It's great to get monetized. It was a goal of mine, right? I even created a spreadsheet, and I was tracking, at this rate, 3 more months I'll get monetized. Then the next week, it might be 2.5 months from now. And I was tracking it so closely. And then when I finally got monetized and I looked, Okay, I'm making $5 a day now. Great. You can't retire on that. You can't give up your day job on that. Right? So, that's only one step. Getting monetized is great. But the bottom line is most people who are successful on YouTube aren't successful because of the revenue they get from YouTube. It's the revenue they're getting elsewhere. They're monetizing in other ways, like selling courses, like what I'm doing right now, like offering coaching, selling anything, like becoming an affiliate. Maybe you're an unboxing channel and you unbox expensive things and you include affiliate links in your description to sell those, and you make money that way. Or you write a book, you write an ebook, you self-publish on Amazon, and whatever it is you do, sell T-shirts, sell mugs, whatever, coaching programs. I could go on and on. Whatever it is, though, that is your main business. YouTube becomes your marketing engine to drive potential clients to your business. So that's kind of the way I'm looking at YouTube. YouTube, I'm growing a channel. I've got a nice number of subscribers and it's still growing, and I'm building relationships, getting to know people, building a community. And through all of that, if 1% of the people that I reach out to ends up becoming a client, then that helps build my business. So I'm kind of rambling on here, but the main thing I wanted to say is generally the money people earn from YouTube through monetization is a fraction of what they make from all the other things that they do. But they're earning that money because of the traffic they're sending there from YouTube. Does that help?
That helps, yeah. Thank you very much. No, ad revenue is just, it's nothing, it's peanuts. You need to rely on other ways of making the most out of your selling other products like you mentioned. Yeah, no, that's great, yeah.
And I mean, it's nice. When you first get monetized, it does start off small, but you can grow that into, a couple, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a month, even if you get really big. It could be a nice chunk of change. But here's one thing: if you do grow a channel that is bringing in $2,000 a month from YouTube ad revenue, that tells me, wow, you could be making 10 grand a month doing something else if you're making 2 grand from YouTube. That's where my mind goes. And now it's a matter of, what can this business be? Okay, who am I reaching? Who is my audience? How am I helping them? What else can I help them with? And that's kind of where my mind goes.
Don't miss out on other opportunities that could scale with other than ad revenue from Google ads. No, that's great. That is like an interesting future video idea, Rob.
Yeah,
I would like to see that.
No, absolutely. Yeah, I haven't made a video exactly like that. I think I've talked about it here and there and in my lives, but no, my videos haven't really focused on the business side of YouTube yet. At some point they will, but so no, that's great. Let me just take another look in the how are we doing on YouTube? We still got 59 people watching. That's awesome. We've been live for 2.5 hours. I want to thank you guys again for sticking with me for the first hour, especially you guys in the Zoom meeting, and in YouTube, because it took a while before. This was bumpier than I anticipated, but I think we have it sorted out. I'm going to have to write some notes down as to how this is working so I can replicate it.
I'm glad that I could help, Rob. I'm just watching you all the time when you're posting, when you're going live with joy, and I'm just happy to be here.
Well, thanks, Marius. I'm happy you're here too. You've been a big help. All righty.
I want Marius's microphone. I don't know. I don't have such a thing, but I'm wondering if it's quite an expensive microphone. And you've probably talked about equipment before.
It does.
I do have to go in a few minutes, so he does sound really good.
Do you want me to reply?
Yeah.
Right. This is a cheap microphone from Amazon. This is it cost me like 50 pounds on Amazon here in the UK. So this is called the Fifine AM8.
Can you put that in chat?
Yeah, I can put a link.
Cool. And did you get the stand with it as well? Because it's a bouncy stand.
Yeah, he's having like an arm.
Okay. Cool.
It's like an arm. Yeah.
It does sound really good. And
thank you.
Yeah, just as a point on the audio. Generally, the closer you can get a mic to your mouth, the better you'll sound, and especially that also eliminates, like if you don't have a great room, if your room isn't sound treated, let's say it's a big empty space, high ceilings, hardwood floors, and all that. If it's not a great room, then yeah, bringing the mic closer to you usually helps.
Nice. Thank you.
And then becomes the question, do you want your mic in frame or not? I have mine up here, so it's not as close to me as Marius's, but yeah, no. A lot of times if you hear or if you watch a podcast, like a video podcast, they'll have those mics, you know, right up here, really close.
Escaping the Suburb says, I bought the same mic for live streaming and it arrived this morning. So he's excited that he's got the same mic. I'm like, give me the link. I'm ready to buy it.
You got the link in the
have
chat.
my credit card out.
Yeah, that's great. Marius, I put your link on the video so people in YouTube land can see it too. Perfect. Anatomy and physiology professor says, sounds as good as the Blue Yeti mic. Spin the Compass says, Shure makes great mics as well. SHURE. Yeah, and in fact, the mic you have there, Marius, looks like the Shure SM7B, but I think that's like a $500 mic.
Yeah.
But
so this is in 45 pounds. It says on. I just opened it up. So 45 pounds in Canadian is probably about $70 or $80. I'm thinking Canadian.
Yeah.
I don't know for.
Yeah, something like that, or $60, $50, $60 US. That's a lot better than 500. There you go. Thank you for sharing that.
No worries. You're welcome.
All right. You know what, guys? I think I'm going to have to sign off. I think we covered a lot today. I want to thank you guys again for helping. Unless there's any last minute comments anybody has or questions, or I'm going to go live again on Tuesday. That's my regular live stream. I may do another test like this over the weekend. I'm not sure. I don't know how I'm going to fit that in. I think we've got it good enough that this, I know, Darlene, you mentioned that if it was you, you'd probably do another test before doing this next Thursday, but we'll see. We'll see.
You like to fly by the seat of your pants, and that's what makes everybody comfortable with you.
There you go. Maybe I should purposely...
Escaping the Suburbs is saying you're going to pour a gin and celebrate figuring this out because it was a graduate.
1,000%. Yes, I am. Yeah. All right, now I have to remember, how do I even end these streams? I've got so many windows open here. There we go. No, I know how to do it. All right. Yeah, again, thanks, guys. Thanks, everybody in Zoom over here and all you over here in YouTube.
Thank you.
I'll go live again. Oh, one more thing. Not a huge deal, unrelated. I was trying to get a video out today on file organization, storage, and backups. I've got it recorded. I just have to finish editing it. Tomorrow morning, that'll be out. So a Saturday post, first time in a long time I've done a video on a Saturday. So for those who are interested, look for that. And that said, thanks again for stopping in, and we'll see you next time.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.